All right, this is for the contractors, builders, remodelers that are having a difficult time trying to figure out how to put together an estimate. Now, I know a lot of people like to use the unit cost estimating method because it's very quick and you can generate a rough preliminary estimate quickly. However, it's not very accurate. It's probably one of the worst ways to go about putting an estimate because you stand to lose a lot and it's a guessing game. If you want to learn how to estimate correctly and avoid all that, head over to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and I'll be posting more in-depth, detailed videos on the estimating process. Now, with that said, case in point, let me give you a quick brief overview. In working up this estimate, you can get this data from RS means, but the problem is you are using other people's data and average to get what you want. So in this case, we're just basically talking about demolition of a wall partition, plaster, and it's very limited as well. The way you estimate about things like this is basically to ask for your quantity. You're going to put your unit cost, which would just be a square footage, and in this case, we're taking off 410 square feet. The unit cost they provide you in RS means is 78 cents per square foot. Now that's what people use, and they come up with a price of $319.80. Now people go about doing this, but it varies. How do you get that unit cost? That's the big underlying issue. How do you arrive at that 78 cents per square foot? So in looking at the detail here, the labor amount, doesn't really give you an option because it's really based on your quantity, right? Your input, your cost value, any markup that you want to do, etc. But that's not what we're after. This is from the tabulated data that you'll find in an RS means guide or other productivity book. So what they're telling you is they're assuming a productivity here, right, at 410 square feet per 8-hour shift. That's problem number one. So 410 square feet or 8 hours of the day divided by 410 square feet gives you a man-hour production of 0.02 hours per 1 square foot. And then they're assuming a rate of $39.85 plus the $64.70 if you want to include overhead and profit. Now, both those are the most critical issues because it's assuming a productivity that they or somebody else is doing, not necessarily what you or your crew is doing. So you can adjust that and change those values. So basically, let's say you can only do 200 square feet per man hour, right? And then now what are you doing? You're losing money. And if you don't catch these numbers and watch them, you're just going to estimate those losses into your future jobs. It's wrong. That's why I'm not a big fan of unit cost estimating. It's somewhat okay to get you in the realm of maybe a feasibility study. If a customer says, I got 10 grand, I want this done, you can run some unit costs and say it's not happening or it is happening. Like, comment, follow, and send a subscribe over to my YouTube channel. Once that's done, we'll go more into detail. I'll show you how to